Hello and a good Monday morning to you, my feral bunny bouquets of, let's see, how about some organic marshmallow fluff? Cool? All right, happy belated Easter to those of you who celebrate, and happy pollen spring. So hopefully that rain this week will wash the pollen down. Okay, we have so many books to talk about today. I'm so excited. So coffee cheers to you. It is our third episode of April 2025 and our weekly reading book review. And the first tiny book I read was this one, Girl Who Reads on the Metro by Christine Féret-Fleurey. Christine Féret-Fleurey. It's just fun to say. Anyway, delightful. Some heavy topics. If you need trigger warnings, let me know. But so good. So good. This is good. Tiny book. And yes, I don't know what else to say about it except I loved it. It's books, it's Paris, it's people, it's healing and tragedy, and ultimately, I think hope, new beginnings. Cool. Okay. The next one I read, this is Unstuck by Barbara D, middle grade fiction. And our young protagonist here has been given the opportunity in her favorite class, of course, English, to do some free writing, like write a story. And she's like, I'm a writer and I have this huge idea for this fantasy series. And as indicated by the title, she's stuck. So she does all the things we writers and often other creatives in our various ways do is, okay, well, I need to go look up that word in the dictionary and maybe I need a map first, but wait, I kind of need a family tree because this is related to that and they won't know this and how do I even start? And then, oh, I love this first sentence and the next day is like, this first sentence is rubbish and scratches it out and 3 weeks later we have nothing. So highly recommend Unstuck for a variety of problem solving and ways to literally get unstuck. Her teacher is super helpful and there's literally a list in the back of like 25 things to do when you're feeling stuck. I think it applies to life as well as writing, as good literature shows us. Okay, cool. Also love that cover. So yay, thank you. Why this even came across my radar is thanks to Shannon Balloon and the Middle Grade Matters podcast interviewing the lovely Barbara D. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. So valuable. Okay, the next one I read, totally random. I think I picked this up during Barnes & Noble's like 50% off every hardcover, and it's totally not a book I went to the store for, but it came home with me. Again, I think after the Metro book, I was just like, let's read tiny books this week. So this is the SPAMALOT Diaries by Eric Idle, who you may know from Monty Python, and SPAMALOT is the Broadway musical version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail or whatever it's called. So this does have a little bit of language because, show people. And, but very interesting. The things I love the most are how it got made, especially if it's art. So this was his writing process, the revisions, the rehearsals, the workshopping, the putting it on stage, getting the right cast and all those things. Lots of funny behind the scenes things. And even more importantly, the thing that it doesn't matter what matters, and how much he loves his family and hated being the circuit, like running the press circuit and the press junkets and all the stuff to make it a success, but it was good art, so it was going to succeed, and how he just missed his family, but how invigorating that creative time would be when you have the right people in the room to make good art. So SPAMALOT Diaries, particularly for you comedy fans and Broadway fans and those of you who can endure some language. Okay, I also read the finale to Beth Revis's lovely tiny little space trilogy, because again, we were on small books this week. So these were the first two, and then the finale came out. This is Last Chance to Save the World. Perfection. That's all I have to say about it. Perfection. Possibly even more F words than Eric Idle's book, with, apologies to Beth's mother. Also funny. But yeah, love this. Also, I listened to the first one, reread it on audio before I read number 2 and number 3. It's out now. So audiobooks are great too if you prefer or like to read audio as you read the books. So tiny, less than 200 pages, space trilogy novella. It's perfect. There's action, there's banter, there's kissing, there's taking over the world from the bad guys who run and own everything. Thank you, Beth. Pausing here for a moment. Thank you, Beth. Okay, the next one I read, we read the short and sweet, maybe not sweet, but happy for a revisit, Julius Caesar. Somehow I didn't own my high school copy anymore. Sadly, that must have stayed back in Virginia in the English room. But got to reread this. I had forgotten so many things and so many famous quotes we know, like friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. That's Mark Antony at Julius Caesar's funeral, and it wasn't Julius Caesar who said it. So lots of quotes. I will be deciding and letting you vote before I practice my hand lettering on a Shakespeare quote in our Brush Up Your Shakespeare 2025 quest to go through them alphabetically. And next in that quest, speaking of, is going to be Henry IV Part 1, because in the Cambridge that I'm going through alphabetically, they call all the Henry plays King. So that's why J came before King Henry IV. So we're doing that next. Okay, also 2 little kids books I read because it was fun, and I happened to have a lot of credits at my used bookstore. So I found this that I didn't own a copy of, but remember fondly from my childhood. The Three Little Pigs, quirky, funny retelling, James Marshall, the one and only of the Three Little Pigs. Hilarious. No spoilers, but yeah. Anyway, and then I found a copy of Hilda the Troll, which I'd seen on Netflix, and this was the graphic novel. So this will take you like 5 minutes to read. Love the style of the art. I love the color schematics. It's just lovely and so visually alluring. Graphic novels were for them, and I thought it was fun that it was like oversized format. Okay, so that's what we read this week. Currently reading, oh gosh, don't even have it here. Oh, I can reach it. Stand by. Oh, okay, it's on my table. It's on my table. Here it is. Currently reading The Cartographers by Peng Shepherd. I was working nursery yesterday morning at church, and I was like 20 pages in and already talking about it to the other lady I was working with, and she's like, oh, that sounds good. So I will hold my tongue because spoilers, but it is really delightful. Kind of know where it's going. That's okay. There's still intrigue and mystery, and it's great. So she got fired from the New York Public Library in the map department when she had her dream job, and fired by her father. And we're finding out things. And her father died in his office, but perhaps it was unusual circumstances. And now we're on a quest. And I love it. So, Cartographers, Peng Shepherd. Love this cover. Will not deconstruct the visuals here because spoilers, and enjoying that a little over a third of the way through. So that's gonna take me a few more days because it's pretty dense and it's like 400 pages, but page turner. I like it. Okay, reading next, maybe, you know me. I did get in the mail last week my pre-order of On Again, Awkward Again by the one and only Erin Entrada Kelly and the one and only Kwame mbalia. Hopefully I'm saying your last name right, sir. Mbalia. I think there's an extra letter in there. Anyway, I think this is YA, just based on the font size. Both of them, I've read their middle grade before, but this is co-written, and obviously awkward crushes for us awkward people in the world, and possibly a rom-com, and we're gonna find out. But what's not to love by those 2 rock star authors? Also, I picked up this one. Saw it advertised in my email. Couldn't help myself. Another tiny book. It's not quite as short and squatty as I love, but great cover. This is Audition by Kitamura, and another short one, and about, you know, auditions and Broadway and showbiz, I think, or maybe Hollywood. I have no idea. This is adult fiction, so stay tuned. I have no idea what's in it. Yep, so keep you posted. And I have been, you know, because we read Hamlet last week, or the week before, or sometime recently, and I borrowed a very large amount of different Hamlet versions from my library. I started Laurence Olivier and started like groan texting one of my fellow Shakespeare nerd friends, and Laurence Olivier, man, you know, he's supposedly amazing. He's like 40 something in this, and his mother Gertrude is like the actress, literally 11 years younger than him as an actor in this role, and he looks ancient because of the stage makeup. So the black and white cinematography is fantastic. He also directed it, and I'm trying not to judge it, but I am. So I haven't made it all the way through. I think I got to the swear on your sword thing, and the ghost effects, very cool, very spooky. I do like King Hamlet, the ghost. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through because I also got this vintage, quirky looking Julius Caesar. So that may be my morning rest because I've been working too many days in a row. So I might watch that this morning as I fall asleep and or repaint my nails. So we'll see. Also, last book I mentioned, I'll mention. I made my husband start reading aloud to me last night, Kate DiCamillo's Ferris, because I love it and it's hilarious. I said, just read the first page to me. He read the first 2 chapters because it's just so good and it's so funny and it's so delightful. And I love this book. So if you missed it last year or the year before, whenever this treasure of a piece of children's literature came out, it's easy to read. It is middle grade. Read it with your kids, read it with your family, read it for yourself. I read it, bought a copy for my mother-in-law, made my parents read it, made my aunt read it, and now I'm making my husband read it again to me because I adore it. Okay, Ferris, Kate Camilo. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I've been talking long enough and I need to introvert, recharge real hard. So, love you guys. Let me know what stories you're reading, loving, enjoying, and we will chat more books and art soon. Crayon Box, my Patreons, I love you. It's probably bad timing that I posted this weekend, but there is a brand new painting illustration video up in the Crayon Box for you. If that got lost in your email, go log into your Patreon and watch that. Also, last week for your April exclusive stickers, I love them so much, I had to order more. So please, I need you in the Crayon Box because times are tough and we should invest our money in things we believe in. Just gonna say that. And do what you can. And so I have lots of stickers to send you. I would love to have you in the Crayon Box last week for April's, and then May's will be coming. So excited. May, birthday month, dual birthday month. I get 2 birthdays because I was born on the other side of the international date line. So maybe there just might be 2 stickers in your Patreon mail. And I need to calm down. Okay, love you. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Open book, mostly. So, okay, love you. We'll talk later. Okay.